Hi guys, welcome to a moment of silence. I'm Sakshi Shivdasani
And I'm Naina Bhan.
and we're here to just honestly complain. No,
Yes.
yes, basically, we're upset and frustrated and pissed about a lot of things, and we were like, therapy? No. Podcast?
Yes.
Yes. On that note, I would like to do a moment of silence for all the women that think they can fix a man.
I'm so sorry for your loss. Really. That's true. I also want to take a moment of silence
Let's do it.
for all the mothers. For all the mothers who have given so much to their boyfriends, who folded their clothes, who've ordered their meals, who make their protein shakes,
Jesus.
who do their assignments. This is for all you mothers. We love you.
Jesus. Get out of that. I feel like there are not a lot of things I know in this life. I don't know how to read the time even. But dating and dating badly, yeah, call me fucking an expert on it.
I think I started following your content because you gave the most like delusional but honest dating advice. And I thought it would be a good time to bring this up. When I saw your content on Instagram, I was like, this girl will be my friend one day.
Really? Stop it. You saw
And look,
the.
lo and behold, if you manifest sache dil se dua karo to anything is possible. We're sitting here investing our money together, starting a company, starting this podcast. So you can dream. You can dream.
Imagine if you had manifested something worthwhile, Naina. What the fuck?
This is what happens every time I manifest something.
like कुछ और मांगना चाहिए था. So dating in your 20s is fun. It's like a buffet, right? Where everything fucking sucks. Like one thing has machhar on it, one is रात का बना हुआ सुबह को serve हुआ, one has like a very raging problem with drugs and alcohol.
Fair. And you always order the wrong thing and you eat completely wrong.
Yeah. But you finish it. And then you're like, why am I feeling sick? But it's because you had sadawa khana for
That is-
10 months.
That's dating in your 20s.
Basically, it's a dumpster fire.
I kind of agree. I think I stopped thinking about it until you told me, let's do an episode on dating. And I was like, okay, let me list down my exes and flings. And I called my therapist shortly after.
Who's the worst guy you've dated in your 20s? What's his vibe? Describe him for me.
Oh my God. So the worst guy I dated, his love language was love bombing, which when you're in your early 20s, you're very excited because somebody's buying you a lot of gifts and things like that, treating you really well. And nobody had treated me so generously. So I was like, wow, win. But he forced me to love him.
Jesus.
He forced me to meet his parents. He almost forced me into an international holiday. But I said no. And
You woke up.
yeah, no, because I genuinely was like, what am I? Also, just to say that this relationship lasted all of like 2 months.
Wow.
Yeah. So in the middle of that, when I was like, no, I don't think I can go. I don't think my parents will approve of me going to like some foreign location with this person. They don't even know on a last name basis.
That's an episode of Crime Patrol waiting to happen, dude.
Yeah. So then basically it did not go down well, and we haven't spoken since.
I wonder why.
Yeah. So
I dated a drug dealer actually, but he was not even like a legit drug. वो भी सही नहीं कर सकता था साथ.
the bar is very high.
Yeah. He used to actually crush cocaine. No, he used to crush crocin and he used to sell it to like other rich kids. He was also like well off, but he just like, my dad's not giving me money to do drugs, so I'm going to sell crocin as like cocaine and then make some money to buy actual cocaine and then snort it.
Really happy to get this podcast monetized quickly.
Yeah, no, this is my life experience, okay?
Okay, fine. Allegedly.
No, I'll give you his name. I'll give you his address. Just
But
go for it.
this is a scam. I've noticed a lot of rich young boys scam a lot of other rich young
Yeah.
people into ingesting paracetamol.
Yeah. It's
And
like
oregano.
a genre. Oregano. Yeah, bro. But the kids that are buying oregano, they deserve it.
Yeah,
Like,
but these guys go into their life story like they were Pablo Escobar. They're like,
my dad wasn't around as much, and
Yeah.
my mom was always like unhappy.
So I stuffed the bags with oregano. And they didn't even know, bro. It was a mad scam.
How will people not trust me? I have credibility. Like,
But I'm a
no
great
other.
boyfriend.
Yeah.
I'm a loving
Babe.
I'm a great son, loving boyfriend.
He actually locked me in a room for 20 minutes once when I refused to listen to him. And then that didn't even cause a breakup, actually.
What did it?
I caught him cheating.
I think that's a big thing also. In your 20s, you figure out where your moral compass and your priorities lie.
Yeah.
So it wasn't the being locked in a room for you, it was the
Dusri ladki.
kaise. I was trying to make a relationship work, and it reached a point where whenever I said I love you, he used to say, And I'd be like, babe, why aren't you saying I love you back? And he would say, I'll say it when I feel it. Because I'm an honest man and I don't say anything just for lip service. And my dumbass is like, I'll still make it work because
He's honest.
he's honest. And I used to take every day when I went to, like, just to give context, I used to live in Delhi, and I used to go to college in North Campus, which is like going to Kolaba.
Oh.
And then from there, I would take a metro to Powai
Jesus.
just to say hi to him because he was depressed because he wasn't doing well at school. But you know why we broke up?
Why?
Because it finally, what did it in was that he had a stomachache and I didn't call him on time. And then he said, you don't care about me. And
That's
that
not real. Stop it.
So this
After all this, also, he has broken up with you.
it
because
was mutual, okay? It was very
my tummy's hurting. I need my mother girlfriend. I have actually never met any guy I'm dating in real life. I've met all of them online. Before dating apps, it was Ask FM and Instagram DMs, and then it's been dating apps. Where did you meet most of the guys that you were dating in your 20s?
Like friends of friends. I actually have never been on a dating app. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm that girl.
Wow.
Yeah, friends of friends. And also at that point of time, I did not have any self-worth or self-confidence.
That's amazing.
So it didn't take much to find somebody interesting.
Hey, you're hot. Okay.
Oh, you know what did it for me? You're really special.
Really? Is that your kink?
That's my
Like-
kink. I just want to be
Wow.
special. Yeah.
That's actually, it would work on me also. No one's ever told that to me. They never like, you're special. They're like, you're like every other bitch. And I'm like, thanks. So I'm curious to know, how do you distinguish between like the creeps and the stand-up guys in real life?
Listen, I want to know how you do that online.
I don't. I'm just like, if this is what gets me murdered, sure. Like, I'm going in with that, like, this, it's now or never. I need to meet this guy. And then I'll just, like, do a little bit like, oh, I hope you're not a kidnapper. And I've luckily not met a kidnapper yet. So I feel like it's a 10 on 10 solution.
I mean, honestly, most of the people I've met have been through like 1 or 2 degrees of separation. So
Oh.
there's some vouching, and also apart from that, I'm really stubborn. So if anybody's telling me, no, that's a red flag, I'm like, shut up. And then 3 years later, I'm like, why didn't you tell me?
Like, you're not my true friend.
Yeah.
Just because I was delusional, you just let me go for it.
Pretty much.
Bad friend. No, I don't like it when my friends know my boyfriend. Like, I don't like to mesh the two because I feel like my friends are a little, like, you know, all my friends are just like, oh, we don't like him for you. And I'm like, but you don't have to fuck him, babe. I have to fuck him. So let me be. So I prefer having no mutuals with my boyfriend. In fact, if I find a mutual, I'm like, Ew.
Really?
Why you friends with my friends?
We love an independent
Disgusting.
woman. She doesn't even need her friends. Nice. I'm sure that's some childhood trauma living itself out.
My therapist is taking notes from this podcast. Like, इसको ये पूछता हो ये हफ्ते. Tinder is for fucking without seeing face also. Like, you put a paper bag over someone's head and fuck them. You're never going to meet them anyway. So it's chill. Bumble is for like, I don't know what Bumble is for. It's fun, but only if like women are more like forthcoming. Like, you
Okay.
know, like because women have to like start the conversation on Bumble, and most girls are just like dot, and then they'll expect the guy to be like, hey, like, and do all the work. And honestly, you know, fair, because we do all the work in bed later. So whatever, somewhere the compensation has to happen.
Where it's seeming like there's no compensation.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, wait. Before you
Yeah.
go ahead, okay, what's a good, like, if you're on Bumble, like, what's a good pickup line?
Hey, are you a waterfall? Because you make me wet. No.
Do you say what?
I've
Do you
never.
say all that?
No, I actually have. I've also done the dot thing.
Oh.
I'm a hypocrite. Or I'll be like, hey, what's your favorite breakfast food or some nonsense. I'm not good at
And
flirting.
I hope they don't say stuff like, I like
Dig.
eggs fertilized or some
No,
shit
no,
like
no.
that.
They're very sweet.
Yeah, okay.
But I'm also never. Serious. I don't give off like let's woo her vibes. They're always like ये तो पट जाएगी. Easy दिखती है.
Okay.
But Hinge, I feel like, is elite. All my friends are dating people from dating apps, and most of them in India at least have met on Hinge. And American Indians meet on Dilmil, which is quite interesting to me because I've never used Dilmil, and I don't plan on. And now that I'm like semi-famous, then Raya is a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Very sweetly, like when I got my blue tick, one of my friends thought it was very nice to send me a link, a referral to Raya, and I was like, should I not? But then it just seemed very taxing.
It's only Aditya Roy Kapoor 40 times.
Does he respond?
I don't know. I've never been on Raya, but I was joking.
It's okay.
It's just,
That's not good. The joking won't make it to the cut. No, so my friend, she met her now husband on Hinge, so I'm inclined to hear you out on that. But the really cool thing is that her mom was on Jeevan Sathi for her. But it
Oh.
became almost like a really sweet, like vicarious dating thing because her mom was like stars in the eyes, swiping left and right on Jeevan Sathi because she was
I
trying
love
to
that.
find her daughter a groom. But it gave her life.
Dude, I feel like my dad's also on Shadi.com for like my brothers or whatever. At some point he was. But like parent boners and children boners
Do not
are
allow.
very different because my dad would be like, Sindhi. And it's like, stop. Like, you know, what does she look like? I don't know. I didn't see her face.
Yeah.
So I was like, why do you think my brother is going to marry someone based on her being Sindhi? But he was like, what else matters?
You have to compromise. You know?
Seema, he takes his face off and
Only
it's just
60%. Only
Yeah.
60% interest. My parents were obsessed with me marrying or dating a professor. Like, I don't know.
They want you to stay broke.
I make my own money.
Sorry.
So,
Sorry.
look, mom, I am a rich
I
man.
am my own professor.
Is it intimidating to be on dating apps?
Dude, I'm a veteran now, actually. It was intimidating at some point, but now it's like, first of all, you know, it's the same 10 people. In Bombay, if you're swiping, it's the same 10 people. And when you like check them out on Instagram, the same 10 girls are following every guy. So we're just doing passing the
support group.
parcel. Yeah. And actually, this month's been kind of rough for me because this one veteran, every time I downloaded a dating app after a failed situationship, there would be this one veteran on there and I used to talk to him. And I was scrolling on Reels that day. The fucker got married without telling me. Like, how dare he?
How
Because
dare
we
he?
spoke once 3 years ago. How can he just go and get married on me. If this relationship doesn't work out, who am I going to do time pass with?
It's actually very weird to watch your hookups get married and have
Yeah.
children, and you're like, oh, that guy was very questionable.
He was my backup.
My backup went and did better than me.
Why haven't you tried
have.
a dating app?
I'll tell you. When I was sometimes I would be like super excited about my friends who were single. And they're like, today we're gonna join a dating app. I'm like, yeah, let's go. And then obviously they'd hand it over to me, the sick friend who was like doing it for cheap thrills. They would hand their profile and I would start like swiping and I'd be like, this is so much fun. But then the options out there were so sad that I genuinely like I went home and said a prayer. I was like, thank you, God. Keep me with this man. Consistency counts.
A known evil is better than a...
Genuinely, I feel like situationships they get shit on a lot, but it is the way of the future. Especially as women and you're like actively going out into the workplace, you are making your own money, you have ambition, your parents for the most part are letting you, dream your dreams and exist. Then where do you have time? Like when I was working my last office, I noticed so many really lovely, confident, independent single women, like late into their 30s and stuff.
Yeah.
And I just realized like how do you figure out if you're in the office like till 9 o'clock and you have things going on the weekend, where do you make time for another person?
Yeah.
So situationship is great, like keep my bed warm and shut up.
Yeah, I call it the boyfriend experience, honestly, because like the 4 hours that you all are together, first you get the whatever formality fucking out of the way, and then like
Formality
you
fuck.
cuddle, and it's like, oh, somebody, like some human touch, and then you go around like ghosting them 3 seconds later.
Dude,
and it's fine.
My sister is in London and she really wants a pet, okay? And she's on this app where you can babysit other people's pets.
Oh.
And now she's babysat this French bulldog 3 days in a row. Sometimes the owners leave her with her. Her name is Duchess. Leave her with my sister for the night and stuff. And she just has a pet with no responsibilities.
Damn.
And I think situationships...
It's like all the love, no picking up poop. That sounds fucking great, honestly.
Yeah. Either you like settle really young or just like do it after you've done all the initial like peaking in your career and achieved all your goals. Then you know who you are, what you're capable of, what you can put up with. And then you're at peace with the person you're with.
I also feel like situationships give you like a good measure of what you want. Like I'll date one guy and I'll be like, oh, he's a good driver. But maybe his anger issues are not something I want to deal with.
Yeah.
And then I have like then you date another guy at the same time and then you're like, oh, he's good in bed. But
a bad driver.
But where can I find a morphed version of the two? And then you build a boyfriend from scratch. So I feel like shopping for like what you want is like the way to go in your 20s. And don't buy the first thing you like.
No. I think mostly like people and women are lazy. Okay?
Yeah.
You're so lazy. You don't want to do the self-work, but you want some guy to sit there and, be the entire like husband experience.
Yeah.
So I think breakups and situationships are a great way to do the self-work because it slaps you.
Yeah.
You're like,
there's no mercy. I used to sneak people in all the time, okay? And my house was like, my room was the first after the door. But like, you have to be like really like, shh, go at 4. My mom wakes up at 5 to do puja. She cannot see this.
And men are so loud. They're like, yeah, we'll go softly. Bam, bam, bam. My charger, my vape.
Hey guys, no, even the lift is so creaky, and my house also is so like the doors and everything. Luckily, my mom just pretends, I guess, that nobody came over, but I'm pretty sure she knows. But it was like quite like, and then if she asks, not even like, oh, this is my boyfriend, like it's just some dude.
I think as a parent, I would just close the door. Like, I'm not ready for this conversation before I've had my coffee. Like, let this bitch figure it out. Let her get burnt twice.
What I can't see can't hurt me. I feel like all the relationships that I've had that are long distance would have been much shorter if we were in the same city, because it was like a ठीक है वो जब भी he's not in town, I don't want to fight. When he's in town for such a short time, I don't want to fight. And I had like 40 things burning up, and then it's been, I feel like we would have broken up at least 8 months before we actually did. But like I was dating this guy, he was in the US, so with the time difference and all of that, I was like, I'm so upset, but who's gonna fight right before I go to bed? Or like, I don't want to ruin my day like by starting a
Or
fight.
I don't want to pay for customs when my shipping order
Yeah,
arrives.
basically. You know, he still has this red leather skirt I ordered to the US right before we broke up.
Please send it. It's
Yeah,
in fashion
it's
right
been,
now.
It's been 4 years, though.
Trending.
Actually, it's been 6 years. But now he's moved back to Bombay, and I feel like if we had dated today, we would have dated for like 3 days before we broke up.
Yeah, I think maybe like in your early 20s also you are forming your personality. Like in school, your personality is dictated by your friends.
Yeah.
In college, it's dictated by rebelling to the idea that
Yeah.
you were in high school. And in your 20s, you're still figuring it out.
It's
You
just
have
like,
a
I don't want to be like my parents.
Yeah.
That's it.
And then you realize you are like your parents.
Yeah.
So you have to find your father and your next boyfriend. Has social media affected like your relationship?
So, I mean, I feel like I have like 40 other people as a part of the relationship. Like, every time I'm on a trip or something, Suvrat will get a message like, are you going to propose to her? And it's like, can we just enjoy?
That's a lot
for
of
one-
pressure.
Yeah, and he's just like, why are they so nosy? But I get it also, like, but as a viewer, I feel like I'm very like, इतना दिखा रही है, कुछ तो गलत होगा ही इसमें.
No, to be honest, like if I look at your relationship from as a viewer, it seems pretty chill.
We
now.
don't seem happy. Even
No,
online.
you guys genuinely seem like okay, you've got your like zones figured out.
Yeah, but we're not making any money from our relationship.
It's fine.
Cheh.
You have your whole
You can't
life.
have it all. God doesn't give it two hands. So there's this dude on social media, like I don't know him, but he hired a partner. Like he paid this person like 30,000 rupees a month. They dated for 3 to 4 months, and then they faked a breakup. So he got like the 3 months of dating content, and then he got 2 months of breakup content, and he was like, yeah, like it's for my career. And I feel like, bro,
That's
what the fuck, right?
Genius.
Especially the person that he hired, I think that person had a lot to gain with the social media fame. And I feel like people would do that for barter. For followers, they would do it.
One reel together.
Yeah,
Support my small business. It's me.
it's me. Would you hire someone?
I was thinking about it.
Yeah.
After my followers stopped growing, I was like, should I? Is this the
How
time?
much would you pay them?
Pay. It's barter.
It's barter.
It's barter.
Where
If you want to be my boyfriend for PR, you will get one
Slide
reel,
in.
one story, and one collab post shot by Vedant.
Per week. Per week?
Per week. Babe. My 90K followers are worth way more than that. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. I don't know. I actually wouldn't mind getting into a PR relationship if I didn't have to really have any conversation with the person at all. Yeah. Okay, bye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like one reel, and more than that, don't even look at me
No,
off
no.
camera. That's too much.
My name's Neha.
No, when I was single, I used to be like, oh my god, if I was in a relationship, my content would be so much better. And now that I'm in a relationship, I'm like, if I was single, my content would be so much better. But turns out I'm just mediocre at what I do.
I was gonna say you need to just look at like the resume of the person you're dating. Like, are they into digital
Yeah.
media? Do they like content?
Do better market
Can they do
research
match
before
cuts?
hiring. How would you soft launch a breakup?
Erase, like, archive the photos.
Yeah. Archive or delete? Archive.
Archive.
Yeah.
Come on, we're not that.
That's too much commitment.
That's a part of your
What
life.
if you get back together
Let-
after 3 hours? No, I feel like I wouldn't delete the posts, but I would like unfollow the person, and then I would get a conversation going, and then I just wouldn't mention Savrat for like
A really long time.
2 months,
Hmm.
and then I would remove him from my broadcast channel, which is like, oh my god, it's real, and like that's it. Then I would just never address it.
Yeah, I mean, I just I feel like when you put your internet on your when you put your relationship on the internet and things don't work out, it's I want to still keep like the respect intact with my ex partner, but
Yeah.
then people get really nasty, you know.
I don't have any, like, I don't want to keep any respect
I guess the
intact.
only humanitarian
Yeah,
in this
out of
conversation.
sight, out of mind, baby.
Hmm.
Like, I'm very like, don't ever talk to me. Like,
What was the worst breakup you had? How did you deal with it?
dude, honestly, we never even broke up. We had like a huge fight, and then I never spoke to him again. Like, the next morning, I posted, like, I was at a kickboxing class. I took some, like, fit guy's photo from the back, and I was like, Sundays in the gym vibe. Yeah, I was young, okay? Don't at me. But, and then after that, like, he hooked up with his friend, like, and I found out not through him, with like from other people, and then we were like, okay, I guess it's over. And we've not met since then, except last year we met at Bastion at some fucking party, and he was like, I need closure. And it's like, it's been 6
It's
years,
2023,
bro.
bro.
What are you talking
COVID
about?
happened. Was that not closure?
तब तक तो breakup हो ही गया होता. So yeah, like, I don't have it. I'm a very like no contact, never want to meet you again. Like, just don't exist in my ilaka. Like, I'm in my lane, you go in some other lane. I don't care. Yeah.
And what about rebounds? Thoughts on rebounds?
Amazing. I feel like rebounds are the move. Like, nothing can like get you over the guy that you were dating, other than like I also am not very like, I need to form my personality types. I'm very confident कि उसमें ही गलती हुआ होगा. मैंने तो, I'm salt of the earth. What have I done wrong? I'm a victim of other people's
Oppressed
actions.
women.
Yeah. No, but I'm very like if we are broken up, I'm downloading a dating app the next day. Very
And what is
ruthless.
like your what is the is there any standard for your rebound?
No. What?
No.
There's no standard for the guys I'm dating. Rebound में बड़ा standard like
You're like, can I find a -2 actually?
Yeah.
Is it possible?
And it's worse, right? The guy that you were dating, he's like, she went from this to this, and I'm like, yeah, you are in the same category.
Ouch,
Actually,
you're out for Sakshi
Yeah.
woke up and chose violence
Scorched
for 25
earth,
years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you? Do you do rebounds?
I find it very complicated. I'm just so like I've been so burnt by my own ickiness
Oh,
that
no.
I feel like I've reached a point of like celibacy. Like I just want to sit in my corner and just watch like Netflix and eat cake. Like I don't want to meet anyone. The few people that do end up texting me, like I hate the way they text. It's so gross. They put that emoji, you know, the one where the tongue sticks out and the eyes
Oh,
go
that's
like,
my favorite.
dude, the minute a guy sends me that emoji, it's like ick central.
It's dried up.
It's dried
everything.
up. It went
But
to
what if he says, you're really special?
Now, not anymore. No,
Oh.
I learned from my mistakes. I'm not
Damn.
special, and I don't want to be told.
Must be nice to be so in touch with yourself.
Yeah, but I would really like to. I don't know. I haven't had like a nice conversation with a person of my age in a long time. Like I don't know what that looks like, so I don't even know. Like I don't want a rebound essay. I want to rebound with some.
You're a sapiosexual now.
Yeah.
I fall in love with their minds.
Yeah. Did you watch Jawan? Let's talk.
Now,
Mm-hmm.
what are you looking for in a man? As conclusion, tell us.
As a conclusion, I'm not looking for a man. I am,
Okay.
I'm looking for a good book and a nice cup of coffee
Wow.
and a yacht.
Yacht.
Just those three.
Kourtney Kardashian, is
Yeah.
that you? No, I'm also not looking for a man on account of I'm in a relationship. But what I have learned is that everyone sucks. You just have to find the people that suck in the same way that you suck. This is not about dick. Like,
No. On that note.
do we tell them to follow us?
Oh, yeah.
Chalo, guys, follow us a little bit here and there. Like, support our small business.
Not like in real life.
Yeah, don't follow us in real life. Don't.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Give us a rating on Spotify if you dare.
Yeah. Tell us what you think, but only if it's a compliment because I'm not
Ready.
Yeah, like I'm sensitive. Naina is not sensitive, but I am. Please. She looks like she can take it. She's in a boss bitch era.
Now Sakshi's not going to stop talking.
Now, till somebody says cut or like snatches the mic from my hand, I'm gonna make out with the mic actually if nobody stops me.
Cut.
Okay, perfect. Thanks, guys. Bye.